The notion that the mainstream media uses climate change to oppress Christians is a claim that has gained significant traction in recent years. Proponents of this argument suggest that the media's portrayal of climate change is often intertwined with a broader agenda to undermine Christian values and promote a secular, liberal worldview. To examine this claim, it is essential to consider the complex relationships between climate change, media representation, and Christian identity. On one hand, it is undeniable that climate change has become a dominant theme in contemporary media discourse. The overwhelming scientific consensus on the reality of human-induced climate change has led to a surge in media coverage, with many outlets emphasizing the urgent need for collective action to mitigate its effects. However, some Christians argue that this focus on climate change is being used to promote a particular worldview that is incompatible with their faith. They claim that the media's emphasis on environmentalism and sustainability is often accompanied by a subtle, yet pervasive, anti-Christian bias. One of the primary ways in which the media allegedly uses climate change to oppress Christians is by promoting a form of eco-theology that prioritizes the well-being of the planet over human life. This perspective, which is often associated with radical environmentalism, can be seen as being at odds with traditional Christian teachings on the sanctity of human life and the importance of human dominion over the natural world. By elevating the needs of the planet above those of human beings, the media is, in effect, promoting a form of idolatry that undermines the central tenets of Christianity. Furthermore, the media's coverage of climate change often highlights the role of human activities, such as consumption and industrialization, in exacerbating the problem. While this focus on human agency is understandable, some Christians argue that it can be used to perpetuate a form of guilt and shame that is directed disproportionately at Western, Christian societies. This can be seen as a form of cultural imperialism, where the values and practices of non-Western, non-Christian cultures are valorized, while those of Christian societies are denigrated. Moreover, the media's tendency to amplify the voices of climate change activists, many of whom are secular or anti-Christian, can be seen as a form of ideological bias. By providing a platform for these individuals to express their views, the media is, in effect, promoting a particular worldview that is often hostile to Christian values. This can be seen in a way that climate change activists often use language and imagery that is overtly spiritual, yet decidedly non-Christian. For example, the notion of Mother Earth or the sacredness of nature can be seen as a form of paganistic idolatry that is incompatible with Christian teachings. However, it is essential to note that the relationship between climate change, media representation, and Christian identity is complex and multifaceted. While some Christians may feel that the media's coverage of climate change is biased against their faith, others see the issue as a moral imperative that is deeply compatible with Christian values. Many Christian denominations and organizations have, in fact, been at the forefront of environmental activism, recognizing the importance of caring for God's creation and promoting sustainability. In conclusion, the claim that the mainstream media uses climate change to oppress Christians is a nuanced and multifaceted issue that cannot be reduced to simple soundbites or slogans. While it is true that the media's coverage of climate change can sometimes be biased against Christian values, it is also important to recognize the many ways in which Christians are actively engaging with the issue of climate change and promoting a more sustainable, equitable future for all. Ultimately, the relationship between climate change, media representation, and Christian identity will continue to evolve and unfold in complex and unexpected ways, reflecting the diverse perspectives and experiences of Christians around the world.